Are you curious about how the supermarkets, the big retailers, the Walmarts, the Costcos, the Tescos of this world survive and sometimes thrive in times of economic crisis? What are their tactics for product pricing now that food prices are rising across the supply chain globally? What are their mind games? How do they play our psychology and be able to turn a profit? Well, in this video, we will see exactly the tricks that they use so that you, the consumer, would be able to identify what is going on and be a savvier buyer. Stick around because I will be asking a very simple question to you. Are these tactics evil, ethical, even illegal maybe, or one necessary bitter medicine that we all have to swallow? Food price inflation hits everyone, no matter where you live in this world. And it's not just food. The whole cost of living has been crazy high, increases in the last 12 months, even prior to the Ukrainian war. Inflation pressures have put the squeeze on manufacturers who are finding ways to pass on costs to us, the consumers. Let's see the range of their imagination. Marketing on steroids. So, let's roll. Tactic number 1. Smaller containers for the same price. Have you noticed it yet? You pick your favorite cereal, the size, the product weight is 20% less. For example, it was 1000 grams, now it is 800 grams, but the price remained the same. So evidently, you get less for your buck. Nestlé, Kellogg's, Cadbury's have quietly shrunk the product sizes while charging the same price or sometimes even more. There's a term for that actually, coined by economists, shrinkflation. And it is not immediately noticeable by consumers. That is why I call a sneaky tactic. Here in the UK, I saw 4 apples in a bag instead of 6, which was been a regular bag size for years. Smaller, somehow cuter packages is the new norm now. I mean, is that real? And it's not just foods, it's everywhere. Look at this. Ariel clothes detergent, slightly smaller pack, a bit shortened, just only so slightly noticeable. But it contains 52 instead of 70 doses for the washing machine. I mean, this is huge. This is their main strategy in the last 3 months. It is not completely new, but to this extent, it is the first time that we see it across all products. I mean, come on, even these kitchen sponges have been shrunken. How can I wash my dishes with such a small, tiny sponge? Please, help. Tactic number 2. Very small but continuous price increases over a long term. I'm not sure if you have seen it before, but I have because I'm a regular buyer in the supermarket and I would go twice, maybe sometimes 3 times a week, and I will be buying the same 10 things every time. So just an example, here is Sainsbury's where I live. 12 eggs was for ages $1.90. Then suddenly $1.95. After that it went up 5p at a time to 2. Then 2.5, then 2.10. And now after the summer, this September, guess the new price, 2.15. And I wouldn't be surprised if next week it will be 2.20. Tactic number 3. They have stopped the 1+1 and the 2+1 offers. We were spoiled. I mean, the multi-buy offers for a good while, probably the last 10 years, but lately they are nowhere to be found. They completely disappeared. I take the argument that these offers were not always a must-buy. They often included more expensive products and they were pushing you to spend a bit more, sometimes even buy more than you needed. Plus, you were introduced to a higher value quality product, which was expensive, so you would be spoiled, it will be harder for you to return to the standard products thereafter. I mean, marketing tactics. But now, this economic crisis, these offers are no more. There are still regular offers for single products, and this will never stop. But make sure you always check the offers attached in relation to the other sizes of the same product and the competition on the supermarket shelf. Shady tactics might conceal mistakes in pricing or timing of offers, and it's not completely unusual now that an individual product on the shelf can now be cheaper than the same product in a promotional package, according to my source in a consumer advocate group. So take care. Tactic number 4, product placement. They are putting affordable and widely available products in our immediate reach at eye level. In part, this can be beneficial to the consumer, leading them to a better value for money proposition, but the abundance of specific products on the shelf can signal overconsumption and can encourage spending, and they can even encourage food waste. So take care if you see a very cheap product on a very good price. But let's return to shrinkflation. Is that illegal? It is not illegal if the reduction in quantity without a change in price is indicated on the packages. And I mean, it is indicated. No one denies that. But you know what is not? It's not ethical. Actually, as a business practice, it is clearly misleading the consumer since the increase of the supermarket shelves conceals inflation with the trickiness of a reduced quantity. Is shrinkflation intentional? It is a very well calculated move, let me tell you that. Of course it's intentional. The supermarkets and the food producers rarely act without having data to back up their product pricing strategy, and their marketing machine is in full force. But call for what it is. It is borderline offensive, if you ask me. So is this a move by the supermarkets, the retailers, or is it mainly a food manufacturer move? You know, the food businesses that are producing the food. I mean, that's a good question. I would say a bit of both, considering how big of a leverage the supermarkets, the retailers have these days. But in the end of the day, who cares whose place is it? You know, it doesn't matter. The truth of the matter is that we have been witnessing crazy high prices and shrunk of packages. So on one hand, the food companies will say, yes, we are up against significant increases in the cost of raw materials, packaging, transport, which accounted for price increases and changes in packaging sizes. That was normal, no? I mean, on the other hand, the supermarkets are facing price inflation from these guys, from the suppliers, from the producers, their own operational costs, the building, the staff, obviously electricity, everything. But they together are rolling all of this to us, the consumers, either by small price increases or by freezing the prices while shrinking the packages. Don't you see it? They are giving to us slowly, calmly, manageably. They don't want to scare us, for us to panic, to get us even depressed. Why? I wonder. Do they know something that we don't know about managing large populations, mass behavior? Probably they know. Shall I bring an expert to discuss this? I wonder, do you like to find out? Let me know down in the comments, and I would love to hear your thoughts and your horror stories of scary price hikes and unfair practices. That was it, folks. Thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye!